we finally finished. I paused the video because I wanted to do rejigs and things. I put the thumb throttle on this side and I have the display on this side. That's just how I wanted it. I like the thumb throttle nice and close to my left hand. I swapped the display over, so I had to reroute cables and do all a bunch of boring stuff. You can do that yourself. I have mounted the Bluetooth just underneath the horn here, so it's easy access. I can just take the horn cover off and get to it whenever I need. Everything's back together, batteries in. We are going to do a screen record on the app before we turn. So pretty much what it is now is we turn it on and we connect to the display. We're going to turn this on. Okay, so we have EBMX come up on the display, which is great. Now we're going to search for it. Hopefully connect to it. Yep, so we got new device, X-9000 V3. So we're going to click on that one. Okay, awesome. So it's showing us our power, controller temp, phase amps, motor temp. Now, before we go and do anything, we're going to put the bike on the stand because we're going to do wheel calibration and whatnot. And that needs to be, because the rear wheel will start spinning. So we want to make sure, close that, sorry. So just make sure that the full wheel is off the ground, like that. Okay, perfect. So we want to go into dashboard, settings, sorry, bear with me here. Just want to set it up. So right now it's on an E-Ride 2.0, so we are not an E-Ride 2.0 battery, so we want to swap over and put it onto the MX5 battery. So Talaria stock MX5, so make sure that that is all correct and working correct. We've got street mode at 160 amps and race mode at 180 amps. I like low battery power reduction level, it says 25%. We're just going to leave everything the way it is. I'm not going to play around with anything like that. I don't really want to. So let's go back now. Power modes. So street power settings. Level 1 set at 10 kilowatts, level 2 12 kilowatts, level 3 at 15 kilowatts. You can bump this up all the way to 18 kilowatt. I thought it goes higher than that, but then again, I might be wrong. So let's leave it for now at 15 kilowatts. I thought, mate, let's do 16 kilowatts. Phase amps, let's leave it all the way it is. That's for street mode. For race mode, we have 12 kilowatt, 14 kilowatt, and 18 kilowatt. Motor phase, yep, that's fine. We're just going to leave that all the way, normal. Regen brake strength, we want like that, yep, that's fine. We don't want any speed limit, so let's leave that the way it is. The power settings are set now, so that's fine. So let's exit out of that. Let's go with the motor now. So we're going to go motor configuration. So motor type, we're set on an E-Ride, we're not on an E-Ride, we're on MX5, so make sure we click the correct one. So Talaria MX5 encoder. So give me one sec. Just make sure that we have correctly done the right one, yep. And we're going to go ahead and calibrate. So for optimal performance, calibrate the motor now, skipping your step motor results and reduce performance. Okay, so let's calibrate that. The motor will turn slowly, lift the back wheel, and invert. So it says, important, lift the back wheel off the ground to avoid resistance and potential hazards. Invert PWN. Enable this if the motor turns in the opposite direction of the intended command. So let's go. So that's now calibrating the motor. It's at 29%. Just wait for that to finish. Cool, so it's successfully calibrated, so that's the motor now done. Motor, Hall and encoder, so Hall slash encoder sensor, so I'm not too sure what that is, but let's just leave it on. Encoder calibration. For encoder calibration, the motor will turn slowly, lift the back wheel, yep, so let's just do that again. So that's now calibrated as well. So that's all done anti-clockwise. So, I mean, I don't really want to configure it. I don't really want to do the anti-clockwise motor direction. So that's how you change it. So if you want to go backwards, you can click anti-clockwise. We don't want to do that. So temperature control, motor temperature cutoff start 120 degrees. We're just going to leave this the way it is. FOC tuning. By accessing FOC tuning settings, you can acknowledge that any modification of the motor parameters may result in damage. Okay, so let's just go accept. Let's actually leave that. We don't want to touch that. That's probably all been set correctly as it is anyway. So motor is now done. Battery is now done. Now we want to do our throttle setup. So throttle setup, I think we're going to like a little bit more of a easy throttle. We don't want it to do anything too drastic. So binomial, I really don't know what all this means, to be honest. Charge cycle works have a lot better idea about it than me, but we're just kind of going to leave everything the way it is. Throttle sensitivity, let's just leave it the way it is. Maybe have a little bit more sensitive, maybe not. Like, let's just write it straight from the box and see if we like it. Throttle deadband, I don't think we like any deadband, to be honest, so let's have that at like 1%. Throttle off time, yeah, so that's fine. Throttle off time, I kind of like that to be 0 milliseconds. I don't want it to take 10 milliseconds to throttle down. I just want me to be able to do it. So regen setup, off throttle regen percentage, 20%. No, we want it at 0%. I would rather not have any regen when I'm riding if I'm off the throttle. So leave that at 0%. Calibration, so main throttle calibration. So let's do that. This setup wizard is used to set up. Put the bike in the center stand, tap the button to start the setup. Okay. Number one setup process. Twist throttle from min to max. Okay, so that's the throttle calibration done. Thumb throttle calibration. Let's do that. Setup process. Twist throttle from min to max. that's safe. Let's just do the throttle again because we want to do it maybe for a bit longer than just what we did. Okay, awesome. So that's the thumb throttle and our twist throttle all calibrated. So let's get out of throttle now. Let's go to peripherals and profiles. So our gear ratio. So we're going to just quickly measure our wheel and just see what we're running here. And we are running a 50-tooth rear sprocket as well. So we want to make sure that we've got all the right parameters set. Bottom knob. $600 mil. So we've got a wheel diameter of 600 mil. And we have a so we're going to keep it in the metric. So brake sensors we want off. Stand sensor we want off. Now with the wheel diameter, I just want to know, so if I'm running a 600 mil with a rear sprocket of 52, we want, that's on the triple X, so we're going to look at the MX5. So 52, 13 front, 50 rear. Secondary reduction, yeah, primary, so final ratio for that one should be 9.53. So we want to change our gear ratio to 9.53 from 9.19. Perfect. So let's jump out of that one now, let's go to XML profile. So load motor tune file. I don't know what that is. I really don't know what that is. I mean, this is going to load mode XML to controller. I'm not too sure what that is. I'm going to have to get out of that and I'll come back into that. Wheel lift assist. Now this is some cool stuff, but let's not stuff around with this yet. Let's leave it there. Really cool stuff. Let's take it out for a quick spin. And then we will report back and do a ride review this weekend. But thanks for watching, guys. I know it's been a little bit of a long process. I do apologise. If you could please click subscribe and like on my videos. I really want to grow this channel and do more installs and stuff for you and get better at it. Give me some feedback, what you think would help to, I'm open to anyone, you know, chiming in. I can take criticism, it's all good. I understand I'm not good at this yet, but I'm trying to get there. I really love these bikes, and anyone who shares the same passion, more than happy to have a chat and yeah, provide some more videos for you guys. So thanks so much and take care. Thanks.